Good morning, students. Our topic name is structure of oceanic floor. Observe this figure and listen carefully. Continent and oceans are part of the lithosphere and hydrosphere respectively. That means continent and oceans are the part of the lithosphere and hydrosphere. In last topic, we are learn about the what is the lithosphere and what is the hydrosphere. That means these continents and oceans are the part of the lithosphere and the hydrosphere respectively. Continent and ocean lies on plates. That means continents and also oceans are the lies on the plates. During low tide, the level of ocean water goes down and the land below the water near the coast is exposed. That means that during low tides the level of oceanic water goes down and the land below the water near the coast is exposed. Shipwrecks when the stick against the rocks in the oceans. If the above points are correct, the select most appropriate options for the following. The surface of the earth is occupied by the land and water. That means the surface of the earth is occupied by the land and water. There is a land below the ocean too. That means there is a land below oceans too. Second option, even if the water has same level, the land submerged is not even. The level of water and land is uneven. Discuss this class recording. The choice of your options. Know from your teachers about the correct option. These all points you write in your notebook. Here we know that the portion of water and land is uneven on the earth. Around the 71% of the surface 71% of the surface is covered by water, but is land even below this water, but like water is not at the same level. That means we know the proportion of water land is uneven on the earth. That means the 71% of surface is covered by the water. Last year you learned about this point. That means 71% of surface is covered by the water, but their land even below this water and our land is below this water, but like water is not at a same level, but level of water is same everywhere, not. These are the different in different level. We classify the various landforms on the earth on the basis of altitude. A similar classification can be done for landforms submerged under the water. That means we are classified the various landforms on the basis of earth on the basis of altitude. That means we are classified land with the help of altitude, but similar classification can be done for the landform submerged number of water. That means the classification of landforms submerged under the water. Think about it. If the classification and landform on the land can be done on the basis of altitude and size, then how can the landform submerged under the water be classified? Here given, can you tell? Try the name of landform shown in the figure 4.1. What parameters were used to classification the landform on the earth? What parameters were used for naming the landform below water? This question you write in your notebook. Next point, the relief of ocean floors. Land submerged below oceanic water is called as a ocean floor. That means land submerged below oceanic water is called as the oceanic floor. Here given the definition of oceanic floor. The land exposed below oceanic water is called as the oceanic floor. The relief of ocean floor is decided upon the depth from the sea floor and the shape of the land there. That means the relief of oceanic floors decided upon the depth from the sea floors. That means the relief of oceans floor is decided based on the depth from the sea floors and the shape of the land there. That means the relief of ocean floor is dependent upon or decided upon the depth from the sea floors and the shape of land there. The average depth of ocean is around 3700 meter. Average depth of the ocean, what is the average depth of the oceans? 3700 मीटर. average depth किती असते? 3700 मीटर. The ocean bed is also uneven like the land on the continents. That means ocean bed is also uneven like this land of the continents. That means as like the land of continents, the ocean bed is also uneven. You understand what is the average depth of the oceans? 3700 meter. What is the definition of the ocean floors? The land submerged below oceanic water is also known as the ocean floors. The next question here, the relief oceanic floor is decided upon the which base? The depth from the sea floors and the shape of the land there. That means the relief of the ocean floors decided upon the depth from the sea floors and the shape of the land there, basis of these two features. You understand? The ocean floor, the ocean floor relief consists of the submerged landform. The structure of ocean floor differs from the ocean to ocean. Here given, the structure of ocean floor differs from the ocean to ocean. That means different oceans are the different structure or a different structure of oceanic फ्लोअर. म्हणजे जे वेगवेगळे जे काय ओशन्स आहेत त्याचे काय असतात, ओशनिक फ्लोअर्स काय असतात, डिफरंट असतात. वी विल लुक ॲट द सिक्वेन्स ऑफ द लँडफॉर्म अँड द डिटेल्स ऑफ मेजर लँडफॉर्म ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ फ्लोअर. दॅट मीन्स हिअर द लँडफॉर्म on the oceanic floor, basis on the oceanic floors, they divided into different parts. As we go away from the coast, the structure of oceanic floor changes. Study this explanation below this figure 4.2. that means we are go away from the coast. म्हणजे आपण जसं जसं coast पासून अवे हो तसं तसं स्ट्रक्चर काय होतं त्याचं चेंज होतं. दॅट मीन्स द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ओशनिक फ्लोअर इज changes. Study this explanation below this figure 4.2. Here the figure 4.2. Here given the first in this figure continental coast, there is continental shelf, then continental slope, then here given marine islands, then mid-oceanic rights, and here given sea level, and then again continents. Here first point is the continental shelf. Here given the continental shelf. The land near the coast and the submerged under the sea is called as the continental shelves. Here given, that means definition of the continental shelf is the land near the coast. म्हणजे the land which is the near the coast and submerged under the sea. That means जी जमीन जे म्हणजे जी लँड किंवा जी लँड असते ती कशी असते, नियर दी कॉस्ट म्हणजे किनाऱ्याजवळ असते, आणि ती सबमर्ज अंडर द सी, आणि ती सबमर्ज अंडर द सी असते, त्याला काय म्हटलं जातं, दिस कॉल्ड ॲज द कॉन्टिनेंटल शेल्फ. दॅट मीन्स हिअर गिवन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द कॉन्टिनेंटल शेल्फ. The land near the coast and submerged under the sea level is called as the continental shelf. Here given the figure. That means here the continent coast and the continental shelf. This is the shallowest part of the ocean bed. It is also called the submerged coastline. It is slope is gentle edge. That means this is the shallowest part of the ocean bed. That means this is also part of the oceanic bed, and this is also known as the submerged coastline, and this is also known as the submerged coastline, and its slope is gentle edge. The extent of the continental shelf is not uniform everywhere. That means they are same everywhere. No, they are not same in everywhere. It is narrow along the coast of some continents, while it is broad for the hundreds of kilometers at other. That means this narrow along the coast. That means these are narrow in the coastline, and some continents while broad for the hundreds of kilometers at other. That means this in the coast along the coast they are narrow, and the continents while broad for the hundreds of kilometers in other sides or other place. Its depth is up to 200 meters below the sea level. That means what is the depth of the continental shelf? The continental shelf in the sea level, these are 200 meters below the sea level. The continental shelf is very important from the point of the view humans. Extensive fishing ground are found in the continental shelf. That means these are continental shelf is a very important from the point of view of the humans. That means these are the important for the humans. Why are these continental shelves are the important for the humans? Because the extensive fishing grounds are found in the continental shelf. That means the fishing ground found on this continental shelf. As this part is shallow, the sunlight reaches its bed. That means also next this part is shallow, and this sunlight reaches easily this place or this bed. Algae, planktons, etc. grow here. That means the algae and planktons also grow at that place. That means which place? This continental shelf. This is food for fish, and this is the food of the fish. That means because why are the continental shelf is very important from the point of view of the humans? Because extensive fishing ground are found in these areas, and this part is shallow, and sunlight easily reached on this place, and algae and planktons etc. are grown on this place. This is the food of the fish. Natural gas, minerals, oils, and various minerals can be obtained by mining the continental shelf. For example, Mumbai High, located on the continental shelf of Arabic Sea, it is the source from where the obtained minerals, oils, and natural gas. That means here the on the continental shelves there are the natural gas, minerals, oils, and various minerals can be obtained on this area. For example, here given one example in the continental shelf, the Mumbai High, located on the continental shelf of the Arabic Sea. It is the source from where the obtained minerals, oil, and natural gas. That means Mumbai High, located in the continental shelf also, and this source where the obtained minerals, oils, and the natural gas. Second point is the continental slope. After the extent of the continental shelf is over, the slope of seabed becoming steeper. That means here given in the diagram. That means here continental shelves, and then next is the continental slope. After the extent of the continental shelf is over, that means the continental shelf is over and the slope of seabed is become steeper, and this is called as the continental slope. This depth of the slope is from the 200 meters to 3600 meter. What is the depth of the continental slope? 200 meters to 3600 meter. In some places it is more, that means other places, that means everywhere is, it is same, not, but these are some places it is the more. The continental slope is considered to be the boundary of the continents, that means this continental slope considered as the boundary of the continents. Abyssal plains. Beyond the continental slope lies the abyssal plain, which are the flat part of the seabed. That means beyond the continental slope, that means here. That means beyond the continental slope lies the abyssal plains, which are the flat part of the sea bed. That means the flat part of the seabed. These abyssal plains consist of various submerged land like hills, plateaus, etc. That means abyssal plains consist of the various submerged landform as like hills and plateaus, etc.